Hi, greetings everyone. That's shaman-ra, also known as Dreamtree. Starving artist here has got to magically come up with $80. And you might ask yourself, well, why do you need to come up with $80 all of a sudden? Well, I gotta apparently pay some federal camping ticket. That's $80 because I slept in the desert. And in order to prevent a warrant to be issued for my arrest, now I must pay the $80. Or have a bunch of cops beat the living shit out of me and throw me in jail, right? Oh, hold on a minute. I want to talk to you about Nazi America, okay? First of all, any cop, any police officer, federal officer, marshal, sheriff, anyone who comes along and you're sleeping in the desert or something, and then they issue you a ticket and threaten to kidnap you or arrest you, take you to jail, are violating your constitutional rights. Now, when people talk about constitutional rights, they usually think of the Bill of Rights, which is only 10 amendments, but they forget about the first paragraph where you are told you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Um, that's for all of us. That means for no reason any of these entities could ever take your life, yet we have cops killing people all the time. That is a violation of those people's constitutional rights, which even bad guys have. You know, true bad people who actually rape and murder people, yeah. They're supposed to be taken in alive and put on trial, right? Um, so yeah, I got to pay $80 because some Nazi cop violated my constitutional rights. And if you want me to go into the Nazi thing a little bit more, to me, a Nazi isn't just some German group of people who demonize the Jews. No, to me, Nazi means anyone who's doing something, whether good or bad, just because they're following orders. So it means all cops are Nazis because they do the things they do because they're simply following orders, just like the Nazis. They were just doing what they were told to do. They were told to execute Jews and kidnap Jews and fire at those people and blow up that building. They were just following orders. None of them ever stopped to think that maybe they didn't have to do that. Maybe they were better off not being a soldier and not getting paid to blow the shit out of people's stuff, right? America is full of Nazis. All your officers, all your government agencies, they're all Nazis. They're all just people following orders. All your corporations, everyone who works for a corporation. You ever go for, like, you have a customer service issue and you go and talk to a manager and they say, oh, there's just simply nothing we can't do. Sorry we inadvertently ripped you off. Sorry about the money that we technically owe you, but we don't have to because it's a standard procedure. Well, anyone who upholds that without questioning it and just simply follows through is a Nazi. Are you guys following this train of thought so far? This is what I want all of you to do. I want you to really analyze what you do for a living and ask yourself if you're doing a service to humanity or not. If what you are doing is not a service to humanity, yet you still do it just because you're afraid to disobey orders, or you're afraid to lose that fat, juicy paycheck for wronging people, and you choose to continue doing what you're doing, then you're choosing to be a Nazi. Okay? And it's because the Nazis in this country, the reason why people like me who are simply trying to survive, I was out there camping, which is my right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I was out there pursuing my happiness. Going to sleep that night was something that made me very happy. And yet these people come and violated my constitutional rights. The sooner we boycott these entities and talk our friends and family who are police officers, etc., out of doing their jobs, maybe have them quit and find some other line of work, or maybe become self-employed, which is probably the biggest thing anyone can do right now. Besides becoming an engineer or a computer programmer, you want to make money and do something for humanity, do that. Don't become a cop and go around and fucking people's lives over like a Nazi. Okay? Think about it. And don't file this under your stupid conspiracy theory label. I'll knock your frickin' head off. Have a good one, everyone.